Hi. Yeah, we're not in the chatting segment because yeah, actually want to start pretty much right away. Hi, happy Valentine's. Welcome to Arcade Spirits. How we doing? What's up? Oh, I should give you the very cool game music. The music is a bob already. Yeah, we're playing Arcade Spirits. Arcade Spirits is a visual novel dating thingy. I actually got from a bundle, and I played it in like one evening because I kind of wanted to. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of funny. The characters are fun. Yeah, it's all the characters from the thumbnail are dateable, and yeah, you will witness my absolutely non-existing voice acting um, skills. Also, I can't speak today. Why am I stuttering that much? God, that's annoying. Um, yeah, and the game actually explains itself in like the first five minutes or something, so we're fine. Also, since I'm today streaming for 2 hours, I will try to complete that game on Sunday. So Sunday at oh god, what does my schedule say? At 6 p.m. I will try to just finish the game. I think that's enough. Yeah, the music is fucking funky. I love it. I think yeah, let's go. Right, let's go. I like the noises. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. New profile 237771. Economic bracket lower middle. Employment category bleak. Current emotional health rating low. Yeah, what a mood. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed? I don't know. Negative. Good start. Good start to fucking everything. Premium level assistance requested. Proceed? Wow. Okay, I get it. Pretty please? Mm. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium service for profiles 237771. This is how you deal with IT shit. You just say, yeah, but nah, and then you just do it. Justification. Hope. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored then. Now compiling personal metadata. Oh gosh, I have to make a shit. I have to make a character. We can do that. Um, the last name. I don't know. I don't have a last name. We take that one. She is okay. Oh god. I think that's my hair length at the moment. Oh yeah, Snack is actually. Ah well. Why am I not doing the easy shit? Ha! So, hairstyle, short here. Skin tone, I am a lot paler than that. Yeah, that sounds fun. Hair color. Nah, that's too light. Let's go with the red. That's fine. Clothing color. Let's go with the black. That's okay. Yeah, that's no me. Cool. Let's go. Yeah, centric pronoun she correct. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Premium level assistance for profile 237771 heliocentric has been activated. Thanks. For the sake of her hopes and dreams. Lovely. Yeah, the beeping noises are nice, I know. Yeah, the following is a work of fiction, who would have thought? Let's go. I like the winners don't use drugs. Yup. Yeah. I like all the noises. They're very retro. It's a very long storyline actually. There are a lot of characters. The music is a damn bob. Level 1. Let's go. Let's meet me. What's my problem? It is in the future, the year 2000 whatever, a dark area in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe to be the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister... I don't know. Robots maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 2000 something's pretty much what you expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro-gamer celebs. Internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 2000 something holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I worked as a dishwasher, a Schultz salesperson, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on that. Sure. As for the bustling metropolis of the 40-hour neonotopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Can we talk about the cool artwork style? I love it. Also that this actually... I want to play Cyberpunk. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain really, it's a paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I'll leave laying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in my family tree. I'm not talking about the cables here or the fucking cracks in the wall. Yeah, I don't know, Steph, but I love the penguin. It's the smallest coffee machine ever, and I like the old, I don't know, 70s, 80s kitchen. Perfect. Or at least I was before today.
Fired from another job?
Juniper, how about don't be like that? Come on, that's rude.
Seriously? Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
The horrified-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Can we talk about Juniper's style for a second? Like, the kitty socks. It's so cute, like, with the space buns and all. Like, I love her. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job. Like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
Oh, God. I forgot how precious she is. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Because you totally enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap or smelly socks at the very least. Yeah, fair point. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart, the center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold the water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job. Hi, Elias. Can you please not? Thank you. Cat screaming in the background, lovely. Any job will do, as long as we can make rent, right? Wrong? I saw how mopey and tired you were, coming home every night from those other crappy sorry, that is getting too real too soon. At least when you get back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling. That sounds like a...
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
Oh, Juniper, baby.
I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness.
Happiness? Right? Happiness in this economy? I do not think so.
I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
Oh. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting, this is about you, but I'm very, very good at deflecting. So, my mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better than your lifeguarding job. Okay. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of a class to give a speech and I forgot to put my pants in. Your dream job. I do not dream of labor. I don't know, Jennifer. I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it.
I love that. Just get the thing to help you out, sure. Jennifer pulls out a phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced me to it. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. A flamethrower in a water. Sure. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. One with less socks and or urine. Yeah, that would be cool. I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, right? I love that. That is so real. Oh god. In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life too. Ugh, oh god. Both of us had it rough through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Sorry, can we stop talking us down? That's horrible. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic? Yes, but skilled? No. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Yeah, that seems right. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. That sounds wrong. That sounds fake, what the fuck. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go to find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Nah, let's give that weird little app a shot, let's be honest. Figuring out at very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I loaded up, tapped the icon and...
Hello!
Ah! The fuck? Ah! Okay, see, that's what I mean. And anybody else would freak over a cute little girl climbing out of the film. Me, I just went, ha. Also, it's one of these new kind of 3D screens, so you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant year 2000 something.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach.
No, we're not burning the phone. It's just how shit works.
This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Sure.
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
I can also have pizza and... Sure.
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Absolutely not.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts.
Never not funny. But...
I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Pretty tall order for an app to do. Are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle, but honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What would you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. This is also fucking rude, because I know that there's a pile of laundry in the other room and I have a half-written book here I need to read before tomorrow. That is... wow. Motivation is something I have a ton of. Honest.
Hooray!
That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure, why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistance AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it worked just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. And I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. Oh yeah, sure. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding your perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Sure, give me the sales pitch. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. You know, the 5 genders. I'm sorry. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Sure. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Snark and sarcasm to make light of a situation is, debatable. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirit. I don't pick up people's spirit with my sarcasm. But a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate, empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy respondents go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build you a personality profile for you based on your identity identifiers. God, sorry. In your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. So what you're saying is I should try to crack a joke or be super gutsy or never speak basically. I mean, just basics bad, right? It sounds bad.
Nope.
Nope. Heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices, there are bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Always very good advice. Now, let's see my patent pending the identifier system in action. How do you feel about that, jokes? No. 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 I'll pass. I don't mind telling jokes, but I'm not gonna like randomly throw joke darts like that. Not like other people. Yeah, I don't dig dad jokes either. I prefer limericks myself. So that you've seen the identifier and identicators in action, do you want to see the identicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, you can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. For the game, for the whole thing of making it, you know, natural, we hide them. Just to see what comes up. Because at the end of every level, I get actually, I think, a summary of where I am and what I'm doing. So, yeah. So mysterious. Okay, I'll halt them for you. You will always be able to spot basically responses, though. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. Identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now.
Good work.
Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. I did one answer. You asked Pitts a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. Hang on. You're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or chivos as the kids say, which kids say that, encourage app engagement. Well, what's with the empty space on the left? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores, wonderful. So you will also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making out of my daily life? Hear ya, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them. And it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed, just relax and have fun. You can access your scorecard anytime if you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right corner of your screen. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, and how's any of that supposed to help me to get a job? I downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz of the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
It'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
You can talk to ghosts. Is there ghosts in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule. We all know that's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Oh, romance, seriously. Seriously, often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gaining employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating, well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kinda awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right off the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this? You decide. We do the romance shit, but are we getting in already, or yes, flirty first impression, or no flirty first impression? Nope. Wow. You know what? You know what? We're doing that differently. Give me a sec. Coin toss my ass, dice roll. Even numbers for yes, uneven numbers for no. That is a 2, so we're doing flirty first impressions. Bye webcam, thanks. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? Super! And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Aha, I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney. Like I said, it's cyberpunk. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
Bad command or file name?
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 70 self-help books on my shelf. Still 18 times the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Yeah, it's okay. So, do I just stand here or...
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those. Please. I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you don't want to look your best. But we just... How did you land my dream jobs in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now, get a move on. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and it's 9 minutes away. Why the fuck are we already awake on that time? I have so many questions. Well, this is happening. But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete that app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could... No, we're going to the job interview. Let's be honest, we all want to see what Iris did. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right away rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. God, aren't we positive. But me? Was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims that serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe shop job. Shoe shop job. Lovely. At best. But well. Yeah, what is my dream anyway? Like, if Iris knows shit I don't know, let's go. As much as I genuinely enjoy being a lifeguard, I can't say I've found true direction in life yet. I assume I never would, honestly. When I was young, yeah, I had hopes, I had dreams, maybe even what Iris called spirit. After things went south for my family, I learned to put all that aside, but assuming Iris wasn't out for my kidneys, what if it was not too late? So I thought, one last time I have some optimism, some faith. And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out I was right to have faith in my spirit. Spoiler! Whole story. Whole story. Smith Johnson. What's up? Boring clothing store. Delightfully dull. Peggy Papa is the bus drops me off, oddly enough, not far away from Juniper's office building, although my destination is nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are the relic of the 1900s, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight of a space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade and fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds,
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen! What you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future workplace, of course. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses is exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about the oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade! Huh. Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job. Really.
99.97%.
99, da kannst du auch nichts sagen, ne? That's doesn't get more accurate, I guess. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celeb 5 stars, arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular in the mainstream. But well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef that doesn't more shut down in the failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who can make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as my dream job. Video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the 1980s, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fate, like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been terrible game based on a kids movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Oh god, we're not talking about the E.T. game, that was so bad. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed, that game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? The mind boggles. But god, how funny the writing in that game is, holy shit. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run on it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no, it's an interesting prospect, but... are you sure about that? You said you're 99% sure?
99.97%.
Won't this be like my lifeguard job though? Satisfying but short-lived? The arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in 15 years. Huh! I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her
My
homework.
sources say yes.
Trust me, when I say I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but the math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need. Right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job? What makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst, and that's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? Sorry, is that my therapy sessions? What the fuck? I open my mouth to protest and then close it. You know the picture. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. Still had to try. And besides, what is my dream anyway? That's what I was asking myself when I left the house this morning. I don't know what I want from life. I've been coasting aimlessly for years. When things started running downhill for my family, I had to grow up fast. But aside silliness like wanting to be an astronaut and take what I could get. Now, thanks to Iris, I got a shot at taking something a little better than what I usually get. I owe it to myself to try to be happy and paid. Not just paid. Oh, God. So I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Aren't we all damn curious? The air conditioning hits me like a cold breeze, a blade one smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers, although it's so packed with games I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. Fast Cars 5. Time, whatever. Runner, Castle Crunch, irgendwas auf Discomfort ist großartig. Showtime Stage. At once I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of those games. Neat. Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here, and from the looks of it, like really old. Although I don't recognize what game with that game with the dance stage and lights. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing? Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industries Concert and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of rewards. Ah. I recognize most of these. Was that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. 2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. Yes, also me too. And over here is an old lady. Sorry ma'am, I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't even think she registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket price redemption desk, and offers me a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
I dig her outfit, like the Pac-Man earring, those earrings. Perfect. Oh, sorry. Oh. The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
Oh, oh no. Yeah, a genie in my phone sent up a job interview for me. A magical space fairy or something that lives in my phone told me to come here and find my dream job.
Hello!
Hello, I'm Magical Space Fairy, apparently. I half expected her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive of me just to talk about Iris like that, but she took it in a stride.
My, oh my.
Oh, hello! My. What they can do with the technology these days, I really do marvel at what amazing things young people have in 2000-something. Although I'd simply love to take a sledgehammer to to those blasted video games console that eat at my bottom line. Okay. She said with such a kind-hearted and warm smile.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it?
Francine's not playing.
Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Sadly, he died peacefully. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
I forgot about that. That's information I needed to know, yes. And you are heliocentric, ma'am. Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct our interview? I'd carry on out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. And the background noise is gone. It's... God, I love it. Well, no, that's faster than the others. Not bad. It's called neurodivergence, ma'am. Shall we see that you're made of, This way, please. Penguin there. God. Francine leads me down a black hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. What are those, by the way? And into the door, yeah. It takes all my restraint not to point out the apostrophe. The first time I read it, I was also like, no. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I suggest we do it in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I've had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. I ended up washing dishes. I'm not sure why, but the point is, I'm confident, prepared, ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Right, okay. Maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this. I can't say that. Yeah, pterodactyl is actually the right answer, because brontosaurus are cool, but I don't chill with them. I'm not saying T-Rex, because of a certain someone bounty hunter. Pterodactyl. I've always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no, all dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird, so pterodactyl, swooping around, catching up the raft, staying way away from meat eaters. Really, how exciting! Even if technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs, they're not? Sorry.
What's your favorite snack?
Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I have this down easy. It's tacos, always tacos. No, it's burgers. But snacks,
When you have pizza on a bagel.
say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have... Hush you. Come on, Nadia, I don't have all day. After giving a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Tacos is also my favorite snacks. I mean, no. Let's to be honest, the vending machine is my friend. I'm not picky really. Whatever calls to me the most is what I choose when it's flaming hot Cheetos or gummy bears. Ugh. Very interesting. I see you go with the flow, a team player. It's kind of my thing. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Like, game aside, in all honesty, nothing. I'm not athletic, I'm not good at running, I'm not good at fighting. I have no idea about gardening or mending shit, or I would be shit in a zombie apocalypse. Like, here spouse in the chat, easy peasy. If they're losing the glasses, we're getting a problem. That's kind of it. Me? Nah. Is this interview for real or is it a dream? As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, that fucking smirk, I know she's 130% serious. Medical. Yeah. I think I could do medical. Like, I can't make stuff. I'm fucking bad at making stuff. That is the correct answer, but I think I have enough base medical knowledge, so let's say medical knowledge. Medical, definitely. In a world without lawyers, I'm sure I could do a reasonable job. But seriously, I did have to take a first aid class when I worked at my previous jobs and CPR lessons. I actually can do CPR and first aid, so that is actually correct. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will be all exposed to assaulted patient 0 and will be the first one eaten. Francine, can you chill for a second? People with any medical knowledge will be in high demand and could be the difference between your party living and dying slowly and painfully. One more thing.
Why are you here?
This question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that takes me off guard. I told you the magical space fairy in my phone sent me here to find a job.
You're seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters.
I'm also puzzled about what is synchronized and whatnot, but we're just rolling with it.
And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than a vague hope that maybe this time I wouldn't lose everything. But that's just enough motivation to face each day, not more than that. It wouldn't be enough to answer her question. I needed to actually think that through. It's a funplex, the plex of fun I like, no. Looking for hope. A confused silence. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be No, 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 I'm not there yet. Yet, to be honest, I don't know. Not yet. To be honest, ma'am, no, no, not yet. Been avoiding this question for a long time, just making do, getting by, settling for what life will give me. Maybe I should want more than that, though. When I was a kid, I'd go to arcades with my family all the time, but that was a long time ago. Maybe I want to reconnect with that. Maybe I just want maybe I just want a job. I don't know. But if you hire me, I'm hoping to find out why I'm here along the way. I can promise you that I'll take this job seriously. In my last job I was a lifeguard. Even if arcade games aren't life and death, I promise to take my work just as seriously. That perks her attention. Oh my, rather serious occupation that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she's often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. Which makes Francine smile in return. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just a fulfilling slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. And it only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I expected really involved. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
Oh, how marvelous.
Welcome to your new position here. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and a plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes, at any rate. It's such a relief. I've been really stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush toys down someone's throat.
Oh, such a shame.
Poor dear, he wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I have no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person who worked this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all the administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking tired me out. I'll be back in the office if you need me. Oh, look at us. I have so many questions. Okay then. I adjusted my seat on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of Jeep junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then, and this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Whew! Any minute now. Yeah, that's amazing. I crave the sweet embrace of death. Aren't we a bit dramatic? Yeah, probably not. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now. Nobody's walked out to obtain a novelty funplex shot glass or a colored pencil set or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Look at him. Can we... Steph, do you have an opinion on him? Maybe? Or maybe not, just walking right on by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet of his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact, snappy dresser seems like... Oh, you didn't see him! You will see him. Snappy dresser. Cool dude. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. Oh, that's so weirdly specific. Holy shit. There he is again. Here you go. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? I am Francine. That's a work done. Yeah. Pleased to meet you, Helia. I'm Helia-centric, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you. He relaxes somewhat on hearing that. Somewhat.
Good to hear.
I was wondering about how long she'd have to work that desk. She's got gusto on the for an octogenarian. Wow. And us working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign? She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Hi, Gavin.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business, rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Right, so, and you've no doubt guessed you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend to the floor. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're a second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need one to roam, one to operate the desk. I'll do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office making sure this whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Fancy loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I'm not a people person, and as you've likely gathered, yeah, I get why you get that guy. That's, yeah. That's not to say you're alone out there. I'm in your corner at least, and if things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Oh, of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure, his phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked in a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. But, well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, just text me. When I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. Who and who? You meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bark Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Did someone tell that to Francine? That she's retired? I'm not sure Francine knows. Understood? Stress feeds me, makes me strong. This is my first pony ride. You can... I would say that very sarcastically. I eat stress and crap solutions. Don't worry, I can manage the floor while you manage the business just fine.
Doubtful.
Doubtful. That remains to be seen. The last guy sitting on that stool was a slacker and an idiot. And even though he was family, Francine dropped him like a bad habit.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly.
Why is there a cut in your pants? Oh, you guys already almost don't see that. Can I... Wait a second. Can I move that for you? Ah. The man has a cut in his fucking jeans. That annoys me a bit. So... Here we go again. Ah! I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Here we go. Here we are.
I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Do I look like I will be a problem? Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job. More than just an arcade.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me? I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically.
My man, did you ever get a diagnosis?
The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens.
Hey, Gavin the hero.
That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, and you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
I'm very as of my Baldur's Gate runs, I'm very good with managing merry bands of misfits. I can do that. Oh, yeah, also, why so aggressive? You, my man. Yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out my why. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here, what my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting. No, I'm not. Oh, Kevin likes us. I've had similar views then. It'd be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. Not sure about the enthusiasm, my man. And hopefully the hive of weakness will help you find your dream along the way. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dots, and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'll help us a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, so what else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. A workshop through that door here, the ones next to the UFO catcher, the crane game, to use layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads to the back, presumably the office to crunch some numbers. If Francine really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first co-worker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. But he's not a jerk. Definitely I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Anyway, I should go to meet my next co-worker, this Naomi that he mentioned. Although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Haza, this is your area. I like that there are penguins everywhere. I have no idea about anything. Oh, sorry. But I love her little shelf system. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't even notice when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. Do you want to explain what's going on that workbench? You know, for the noobs like me? The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? For a lack of better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense.
Oh.
Hello?
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
Yes, Naomi, I know. She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Helia. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, oh.
Hi! I didn't realize Francine already found someone.
I love her whole outfit. It's so nerdy and so unpractical. She's just that's gamer girl poster child.
I guess I forgot to check my text.
I did, yeah. She spares a glance at her phone on a nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. No wonder I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. I always assumed retro arcade nerds were fat middle-aged. I mean, yeah, but we're not discriminating here, because what the fuck? No. Oh my god, she's so cute, I wanna hug her, but that would be super appropriate. Nah, the ADHD. Oh yeah, that has complete diva vibes. Yeah, that's true. The room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to the monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I... yeah, yeah. CRT for testing and oscilloscope to... I'm reading words. Thank you. I've read it. End of story. Let's continue. Even when skinning to see the tiny components on the circus board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you.
God, she's so adorable.
Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
Fairchild. Good name. Yeah, he's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
I like your funny words, IT man. Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
Yeah, that was anticlimactic. Ah, right. She helps me lift a large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of those things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple of large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. We're not filling things with nacho dipped. Why is it so empty in there? Why is it so empty there? Seems inefficient. Couldn't you pack more games into an arcade if it was more compact? Not really. It's more about the footprint on the floor than the vertical height. Fair point. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks. No nacho dips in the arcade games. You can have your nacho dips far away from the arcade games.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Our are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy caps are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on her keyring at her side, and then steps back to admire her handiwork. Also, what the fuck happened with that one in the back? Like, who punched in there like that? The genuine joy in that smile, not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side-out decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. The what on the what and the what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out the key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. Yeah, I know what a marquee is. It's the same word for shops. The artwork on the wraps around the corner, that's the bezel? Bezel? Battle? I don't know. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. They're all neurodivergent, Your Honor. As for me, well... Oh, no, I'm getting hungry now. I want a pretzel. Yeah, thanks for nothing. So, you're a resident game historian, then? I'll admit, despite playing games when I was a kid, I've never really thought about what went into them. I've always thought of games as, well, just games. Ones and zeros on the chips, right? Not works of art. Artworks, plural, or is artwork the plural already? Yes, you are a nerd. So this is very much for both of you the game for very different reasons. But I guess I can see why you'd feel that way. Ah, you work here long enough, trust me, you learn to love these games like I do too. It's not about nostalgia, it's about it's about appreciating the work that went into it, the craftsmanship, the multidisciplinary effort just to make a game what it is. Graphic design, electronics, music, programming, even carpentry. Games deserve our respect, and as long as someone like me with a deep love for games is on duty, they shall not fail. Even if Gavin's still around. Gavin, what's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong, I just get along with him generally, but it's all attitude. Ugh. All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he got the whole place. Oh no, not the ocean. Sorry. If anyone's gonna run the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. You seem easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting the dreams. This looks like a petty sore point here, a long-standing argument with that the new girl really shouldn't get involved with. Yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should probe at it, but I kind of want to know too. Clearly, I'd find out more. Yeah, I'm too nosy. I want to give me the tea, give me the gossip. I get this is touchy, but I'm going to work here, so I think we all should be honest with each other. No gossiping. No, give me the gossip. So gotta know, why do you think Gavin wants to destroy the arcade? He buys into Francine's idea that this is a place for dreams. He says he does, but he's willing to sacrifice way too much just to keep the whole thing afloat. Road to hell, best attentions, etc, etc. If he had his way, this place would be like Deco's palace, nothing but ticket games and prize catchers. He thinks actual video games are too expensive, a waste of floor space, and I bet he'd remove all of them if he had his way. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him to do the right thing. But that's my problem, not yours. Sorry to drop gossip on your head like this. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Sure, gar kein Ding. Sure, Naomi. But why is the German... I'm tired. The German is pouring out on me. Yeah, sure thing. I'm always happy to just listen to you. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem like a strong, strapping kind of gal. Well, strong gal at least. Well, thanks very much, Naomi. Well, you're a gal. That's enough. Excuse me. I'm semi-insulted then? Okay, let's go. Let's get to it. On with all of them. God, I have no idea when I played that game last, but gosh, that's amazing. Right, a little to the left now. My left, your right, careful. Now forward, right, correct, I mean not to turn the right. Keep it coming, and there. Carefully, tip it into place. Victory! I gently eased the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy. Especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again.
Yeah.
Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on the monitor for ages. These tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but thanks for having me out. I think you're gonna do just great here. Aw, thanks, Naomi. I'm still insulted, but thanks. Happy to, Alright, stomach crawling, food required. Except, I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
You have pizza on a bagel.
No, I'm just talking here. But if you had pizza on a bagel, shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think the bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheaper Wapsup sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Oh, I know. Wait right here. Iris doesn't have no points. I'm not hearing it. And she's off scurrying back to her hidey hole. Lunchtime, here you go. She presses a boxed lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sort of good healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What do you have for lunch then? Oh, I just get some nachos from the vending machine. I'll go hit the whole story next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. But you said eating healthy was important?
Yeah.
See you after lunch! I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to get some junk food instead. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideas for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And giving me her lunch? Me? Total stranger? The kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, bento box. I've only seen these in animes. It's cute and hopefully has plenty of calories too. Armed with a box of health food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Ugh. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaded lunch. I forgot Yep, give me a sec. Incoherent screaming. Coherent screaming. Await death. Oh god. Coherent screaming. I opened my mouth as wide as I could to let the fear fall from my lips, my mind devoid of any emotion but horror. Whoa, it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. But you are... I'm a real human being, I promise. It's just a costume.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really.
Every high school bully ever.
Can we start over, maybe?
I nod my head slowly, although that could be just a muscle spasm from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Helium.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
Pinky the Funplex Flamingo, cause what other animal screams arcade than a fucking flamingo? No, I don't really want to know, actually. What the Funplex what now? It's almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scales cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all.
I made you a bigger screenshot of the penguin poster. We'll send it over later. No, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Fucking today, Ashley. Today, this morning to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
Welcome to the I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo. That's not a chibi. Flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on top the right on up to the employees' only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that the 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret code just to find me. It just keeps going and going. Ashley's got quite the imagination, all right. Is that how I come across the people? Creepy trespasser. Wow, I mean, wow. I'm suitably impressed, the Blight, slightly terrified. She can't just take an idea and run with it. Where she's running with it, I'm not sure even she knows. And how you would have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. Another one in the neurodivergent roster. Oops! Sometimes I get swept up by a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Can I interest you in Dungeons and Dragons, Ashley? I think you would be very good at it. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and bops, screaming children and broken machines. Well, you aren't really painting the best picture here. Ah, jeez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplays to make. Yeah. Cosplay. As we switch topic, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Yeah, me on my next con, not really. Empowering? Really. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my art for a few beats.
Yes!
Definitely, you want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So Pinky is your creation intentionally. Yep. It looks right. It's pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? Probably stitch my hands together if I tried it. Yeah. If you were going for terrified, then yes. I'd probably stitch my... It's just true. It's not even a compliment. It's just like, okay. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship or games. Clearly you're digging on craftsmanship, on costumes. Oh, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I went around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped, play some games, and these kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl, must have been 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to the Showtime stand, and then she tugged on my arm and whoosh! Came off the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. At least you're consistently scaring people, and it's not just me.
Nope.
I know. I don't want it to happen again. I feel so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So your card's replacement? I guess so. I'm a new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is the thing I'm attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm funny. I'm not mean. I am fucking funny. I'm the funniest motherfucker around. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but you have a chance to meet Gavin or Naomi yet? Yep, met them already. Although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? She rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they could just hurry up and make out already. Ashley gets it. Ashley gets a good enemies to lovers romance. Nice, Ashley. Nice. Yeah. Wait. What? Seriously? So are they going out? No. But they always pick out like an old married couple. It's a classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words. Consider them marked.
Beep beep.
Beep beep. Beep beep here. What's that sound? Chad, I set in an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to get back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
No.
But that's not good. Helia needs her calories. Yeah, that's true. I'm actually getting fucking hungry. God, I need food. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough, thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhumane mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impression on Ashley yet. Let's see. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm. Ashley got a lot of going in her head. I just don't understand it at all. I'm all about the pinky trenchsuit. She's got a lot into. I'm so sorry. I like Ashley as a concept, but God, I think in real life she would just really annoy me very fast. She seems like a nice girl, but I can't get on board with all her wild stories. I can't imagine always living your life ferociously through a fantasy. I mean, I play D&D, so I kinda can, but you know. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done, and the late rising pros are heading out to the arcade of choice. With Ashley covering that, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems. Or potential problems. Just making sure everything is a-okay. I did the hand surfer thingy. You know, But for starters, this is a good moment to collect my thoughts. Got off on the wrong foot with some of my co-workers and the wrong foot with others. Mixed bag, let's say. On the right foot with some of my... yeah. But not awful. I need to make sure I get along with these people. They're going to be a part of my life one way or another. And if Francine's willing to pink slip her grandson, well, I'm expendable. I should be careful. Suntree, a-okay. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? Irate customer... Oh yeah, you decide, please. And please make choices. An irate customer near Mr. Moopy's magic maze. Someone cursing up a storm at fist of discomfort. This sounds like R rating to me. and I'm sorry, or a loud crowd around Showtime stage. Because that's our opportunity to meet the other 3 love interests that don't work. Don't work here, so... Really, the fist of discomfort, that's what you vibe with? Are you... Okay. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Ice telling me all about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. 1 year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home the record $5 million prize pot. That's a lot of moolah. And how? So how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button smash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. Doesn't sound that familiar. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. Doesn't that sound familiar? FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfections. Spoiler, there is a second Arcade Spirits game, and there's the story that you want to play in an esports team and they play exactly that game and you actually can play that game. So that's something. So summon good ninjas, punching bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down on a game of action strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with that loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these words are...
What the
Nope, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be me. There's no way that's even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. That's it. It's okay. It's okay. Ah, get wrecked. Rando Calrissian. I never realized that name before. Sorry, Rando Calrissian. I can't. I can't. Oh, this is far from over, Scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll for my dojo? Whoops. Wait, what? You haven't farming? How could... XP share techniques with creep waves. Sure, technical terms. Take this 5-fold... Yeah. 5-fold fucking explosive death claw technique. Sure. What? How did you defeat me? No! This game is so fucking silly. Oh my god.
Oh, GG. No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Oh gosh. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but it didn't matter. I was completely sucked in, couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid. What are you staring at?
At you.
Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
I like the nail color, actually. That's cool. Please, no dying of laughter, but it's fucking cool, right? Seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start, to even consider how to respond to a question, I have to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. A jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade sports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day, and I can respect that. That's that's saying a lot considering who I've run into so far. I feel the urge to kneel and submit. Fucking can't with this game. Oh god. I actually wanted to go through all the bachelors at least before stopping streaming, but I think we can't make that. No, but actually she's probably very fun to hang around. I like her, but no. With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning, and it couldn't be you, of course not. Seems like she wins a lot, at least between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet-like. It's creepy.
She snaps her fingers to grab my attention.
So, are you gonna f***ing quarter up or not?
I love the beeps.
Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
For what I've seen, I know I could have best a scrub, let alone a professional competitive player to this game. Nope. No, thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
Yeah. Yes, me. And what's your job? Hassling me? Actually pretending to be... I enforce arcade law within this noble funplex. You bet! In fact, I just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the games eats your quarter, come to me. Glad we amuse you. Wait, you're serious? Welcome on aboard this runaway train.
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her, Amelia. I did technically just start working 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to the ancient monastery where name tags are forged vastly often. I like my character, by the way. I feel that main character very much. That could be me. Yeah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks. No problem. We gamers gotta stick together.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
Those are words. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that.
A bit.
Well, maybe a little.
See? I'm one of the regulars around here besides Pear and Theo. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Great. Now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Who watches video game streamers in esport? Like that's silly. Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Whoa.
Wow, you've really been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child of summer. You're so innocent and pure. I am not. Shut up. Come on, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Will it hurt me or traumatize me? Yes, it's the internet. There's a lot of shit there, like salad fingers, Homestuck. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Five Nights at Freddy's theories. Like, there's a lot of shit. But yeah, sure, I'd like to learn more. It's probably my job to know about all the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me farther to the dark abyss, my mistress. This is not what I wanted to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course she likes that. Queen Bee grabs my arm and puts me closer to the fist of this comfort cabinet. And up further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of those cables into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. The webcam there broadcasts to my personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. That sounds so fucking damn complicated. Costs a bit to put everything all together and it makes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex. I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out on on sitting by a lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, you're broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now? Yeah, we're live!
Nope, no way.
No, that was part of my warm-up matches. Got pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it's with a bunch of fodder, as in FOD, you know, chum. Lunch meat, scrubs, losers, gongs. I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around to the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. My crew's starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice now. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, this time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep beep.
Oh, we are EST. Good to know.
What the?
Gotta go live at 5 minutes. Listen, kids, been swell, we chat later, right? Sure, one thing. Can you keep the swearing down, at least a little? Got kids around here and I don't want to get in trouble with Gavin. Yeah, for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you excuse me, there's some butts out there that I need to kick.
Later.
I respect that. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to a Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig and the shouting and milder swearing starts up again. I should probably get off here before I accidentally end up on stream. Yeah, who would do that? It's horrible. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everyone's spirit burning with passions for, well, various things, but hey, passion's passion. She seemed to like me, which I will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see what to handle next. Whoopi's Magic Maze or Showtime Stage? It's the last one we do today. Please decide. Hear Jeopardy music cue, you know. Also, hi Elias. Hey baby. Hi. Gotta scritch the cat while you make decisions. Maze time! Okay. My mutant floor attendant says detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of the first feet to the scene of crime already in progress. Come on! Hurry up! Finish your game! Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self. Ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yeah, I'm Helia, the floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this far to wrap up this damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. So they're children, pleasant. Can you please keep the swearing to a minimum? You kick this fat piece of shit off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring out that to hear a fat piece of shit side of the story before rushing to a judgment, I'd have to play on the shoulder. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. So I tap again, twice. Huh? Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up the game marquee, thank you Naomi, which simply reads Moopy. You know the game's full name. Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and ballads and monsters and all that stuff. I like that, that's so cool. Like that they have a full design. Yep. A bit terse as fast laser focus on the game, and I can't see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. And, or as the other guy would probably put it, holy fuck, that's it, yeah. Excuse me, right, sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. Keeping a good pace here, plenty of livestock on par for getting close to the world record before kill screen. Want to tap that, sure. Noted. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classical when draped in his British accent. I can't do a British accent, so I won't even try. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finished clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay? At first I think he's stepping away to end this game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete and pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. We discover it. For a moment I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll one in bed covered in money and cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s, those rooting out Benjamins. Benjamin Frank is on the $100 one? Can someone look that up for me? Because I don't know the weird money. One moment, please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already gave my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preload. With trembling fingers, I key in, customer wants to buy Moopy for 3K, what do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid 200 for it plus parts, yeah, absolutely yes, sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gotta react to it? Oh, I'm so good, I know the weird money. Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on real costs on old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace stuff was going to catch up with me sometime, but this rando breathing down my neck, gotta make a decision. 3K or 3K? You know? And we already know that the arcade is not good financially. So yeah, we buy. Sure, have it. I'd say 3 large is more than fair, it's all yours. I quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief. A thief who will be eating well tonight, mind you. You want me to get the dolly and wheel this thing out of here for you? He shakes his head. Absolutely not, I'm leaving the game right where it is. But you bought it. So I can play it whenever for long as I want. Provided nobody else is already playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt someone. But it wouldn't want to take it away from the funplex. Naomi would cry. We can't have that, right? I guess not. Which leaves Serendo hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the fuck, man? What kind of arcade is this anyway? Fuck this, I'm going to Deco's Palace. Yeah, have fun. Bye! And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Oh, you will love him even more if you know his name. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into gold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
See, he has a voice. As for the player, well, he goes right back into playing, eating pellets, stepping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo-rich guy actually is. Digging that dead part. I mean, yes, we're digging the dad bod. That cuddly, cozy teddy bear physique, that Benedict Cumberbatch accent, and he's soaked in compassion and empathy for others. Yes, please. Are you okay, Steph? Are you okay over there? He could just waltz out of here with that game. He didn't. He cares about more than money and more than his high scores. He's more mature than me, but that's more than okay in my books. Helson. I've always been attracted to the age bracket. I'm sure you could teach me a thing or two. God, where are we going with this? About Moopy, I mean, right? So you know Naomi. He's happy to talk even while playing.
Of course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
Hey, Percy.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant? I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
Yeah, that's me. Ilya, arcade wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
So, you're seriously just playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The beeps and boops.
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real-world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest. Mm-hmm.
Naomi gets that, and she keeps Whoopi in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. Okay, Steph is in love. Congratulations. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy has been standing here since I was working at the morning shift, hours and hours, and he's still only at 720k into this game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health conditions to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and blood of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be a psychic. I feel like I should have let him go to his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. How is it that he can afford this game? So gonna get your Whoopi to the non. Your score more important than your bank balance. Must have a solid job, good income. I don't mind me, if you don't mind me commenting on that, that's a lot of money to just for one person. What do you do for a living? It isn't that. Doesn't really seem to talk about his work, not in a guarded way. It's just less interesting than his current mace. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones inside arcade games. Day trading. Huh? Day trading. Stocks, bonds. Anybody can do it if they have a head for the numbers. It's really nothing important. Or maybe he's a day trader.
Don't think so.
I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I've my passions the same as anyone. I've looked forward to learning yours as well. My man. And I'm not deep in the middle of the game, I mean. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing. Seeing you. And yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. Well, that was odd. Initially I was all like, that bot, woo, but as we kept talking, well, I don't know. Guess I'll wait to see with this guy. No, he's still cool. See, what's the handle next? Yeah, we do this. We do this and then we're done, okay? So we're gonna run through this. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was completely in utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Steph, fucking hell. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pace my own part of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts as an auditory flashback right to the 1980s. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people surrounded Showtime stage cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up the whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored light spots to check the dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. Such a good reply. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Theo? Got my first AA on the Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you did. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing and one day maybe even surpass you. Hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teach them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes drifts from their conversation to observe the gyration and intricate limb movements coming from the Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. It's really a catchy song, can you blame me? I'm really getting into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? No. 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 I'm not for dancing with strangers. You know what dancing leads to? Me falling on my face and in front of all those people. Either that or one of my customers enjoys a trip to the emergency room with a shattered foot. I'd rather not horribly embarrass myself right now. Let's save that for later.
Bummer.
Does it outright shame or you can't blame me for trying? How could I resist to ask a gal such as yourself? You caught my eye in the moment you walked over.
Wait. You're new here, right?
Yeah, very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Hey, Teo. Teo's the best! Greatest guy here! You sorta like your wheat leader, yeah?
Please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
Oh, gosh!
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
No.
So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
No. Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. I politely declare we're not doing this. Teo's a persistent one, but at least he's not mean about it. Maybe after I've played Showtime stage multiple times, alone, possibly in the dark. Look, I appreciate the offer, but I don't know if this one's for me. I'd like to avoid injuring anyone, notably myself. With enough practice, you'll get it. Plus, I could always teach you. Yeah, I think I'll pass. I'm actually on the clock right now. I'm the new floor attendant. Really? I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage now that I think about it. He's out. I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Helia regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of my time during these meetups I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy, having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? Theo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. This is a condition. That's all I need in life. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How to best handle it. Hey, want to film a workplace? We need to the serious talk about crowd sizes. Can you disperse your fans for me, please? Yeah, I think that's the best, nicest approach. Look, this is great and all, but can you thin out your crowd a little for me? Fire codes, emergency acts, you know, that sort of thing.
Sheesh.
Come on, it's not that bad. I've seen hotter crowds most weekends around this game. Rules are rules. Yeah, you're right. Least I can do is be accommodating. Luckily, the song that was playing just finished. Theo jumps up on the stage and cups his hand over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep that area to the left on the stage clear. Oh man, but why? I like my spot. Hey, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. Celia's first day, so let's show her some respect. Yeah, show me some respect. Respect my authority. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great, now I'm going to be known as the party pooper. Guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like the one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Helia's just doing her job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself into a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Theo jumps down and comes back. Authority. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed with how Theo can capture this community's attention. They listen to him and have the other respect for him. Yeah, actually,
Didn't
much
mean to
better.
cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
As long as the dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Helia has spoken. I start to walk away ready for my next venture when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Theo. Hey,
No
thanks. And I think that's it for today. It's also 8. Yes, gotta overwrite that. We met all our potential people. So get over here. We met all of our potential love interests. Gavin, Naomi, Ashley, Queen Bee, Percy, and Theo. And we will gonna continue this at 6 p.m. on Sunday, and then we will just go through the whole game, I hope. Or at least until I'm tired, and then maybe we do this next week also. So I want to finish this game because it's really cool. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Gotta mute the game now. Sorry. Thanks for hanging out. That was cool. I actually liked the game. It's really, really cool. The script is fantastic. And it will have some cool little things. Also, I actually romanced Theo in my first run through on a whim, actually. So let's see who it's going to be this time. But other than that, we see each other again on Friday. Not 6 p.m. but 7 p.m. For Portal. For a special Portal 1 stream. Yeah, that's gonna be very fucking interesting. But I'm actually excited about that. So, we see you on Friday. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the VOD people who will hopefully watch this. And I will see you next time. Bye.